Hey everybody. Okay, clearing. This is a paper mache that my daughter made in grade 3. Anyways, clearing. All right, so let's get into it. I'm first off going to pull an alchemy card and see what the energy is that we're going to talk about today. And then we're going to have a conversation between the feminines and the masculines based on the energy that we see. So thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through. What is in the energy? What's being transmuted, alchemized? What is being navigated at this time? That was way too many. One card, please. And we are getting glass, speculum. There's also a golden ring on this card. Interesting. Okay, let's have a look. I opened up pretty much to it. Okay, glass transmits a sacred exchange between the alchemist and their work. Through the glass vessel, the alchemist sees their work, and the work sees the alchemist. What was once clouded in confusion becomes focused. Oh, that's a good sign. What was once veiled becomes obvious. How are you currently seeing the world? What is your perspective? The glass card can be thought of as the gift of true perception. With it, you naturally focus on what is most central in your life. All else falls into periphery. The next right action becomes clear. Glass is fragile by nature and requires regular cleaning, so find daily practices that align your vision to what is true. It's easy to slip into old modes of seeing, particularly someone else's, so hold steady to your new alchemical lenses. Their power is mighty. Okay. To ponder, sand becoming glass. Now, I find this very interesting that we have a golden ring here. And we're looking at romantic relationship. Something has become very clear between the two. I'm hearing who each other is in a sacred way for the other as the true self. It's like both are seeing each other much more purely, much more clearly at this time. Okay, so what do we want to do next? Let's see how the masculines would address that topic. So thank you, masculines, for coming in. What would you like to say about that? Wow, so we also have a ring-like formation there on the third eye. This came out neutral. So masculines are saying that they have seen this scenario for what they are seeing it to be now. They're seeing you, feminines, for how they have seen you. It was love at first sight, remember? I just heard. However, there has been some back and forth. Just because we see each other clearly to begin with doesn't mean we don't question it along the way. Something's been confirmed, is what I'm hearing here. Only time will tell. So masculines are basically saying they have seen clearly, they just didn't know what to do about it or how the timing should look. And that's even becoming more clear now. Okay, what would the feminines have to say about this energy? Wow, so much. I'm not gonna take it. That's just way too much. Okay, concise message. Feminines, what would you say about this glass, seeing clearly? 9 of fire and the sun. Wow, this perseverance is paying off. So feminines are starting to really see more clearly because of how many cycles and how long this is taking to unfold. The 9 of Wands is the perseverance, the stamina, and the sun is full awareness. So feminines are understanding that it has taken this long to confirm, qualify. I'm hearing the word testing, but it's more about affirming the truth, to be sure. There's a sense of surety here. And I'm hearing the eternal ring, but also happiness, to ensure the happiness for the long term in these connections. It's like if we came together on the love at first sight, there might be some questions about how we would be under pressure, or when life throws us certain things. It feels like both are aware of, when life lifes, what's going to happen in the connections, and that character has been confirmed. The balance, clarity, the accuracy of those first impressions are really being confirmed here. With the stars being highlighted, I'm really getting this destined, fated sort of timing and awareness that's been coming out here. So the feminines, karmic feminine energy really wants to rush to commitment, rush to lock things down. Divine feminine energy understands that it's only beneficial when it's mutual and when it's ready. So there's some of that in the feminine energy as well. Okay, let's get some conversations going here. Let's see, what's another point of Suki! Come on! Come on! We're near a horse corral. Come on! I have a new feature where I can pause, so sorry about the yelling. Please forgive me for that. Okay, let's get back into it. So what can we see as a conversation here? Let's see some more higher guidance. What is an emotional theme that we can look at here between the two? Anything that needs to be focused on emotionally. Ooh, wow, the intuition, the intuitive aspect of the connection. I'm hearing giving the benefit of the doubt, but it goes much deeper than that, because this is like confirming the spiritual connection, using the intuition to understand what's really going on rather than anything that the ego could misread or take offense to or get all up in arms. Unconditional love, like the Queen of Cups has, really is a savvy understanding. Like there really is an awareness between counterparts here that wants to be talked about regarding how it's the kind of thing you either believe about someone or not. Suki! Now she's tied to my bench and she's trying to go get a stick. Come here. This is a lot of work to do this video. Lie down. Come and say hi. What's this? Oh, Zooks. Hello, everybody. Okay, lie down here. Lie down here. Like a girl, lie down. Yeah, says a good girl. Thank you, Zook. Thank you, Zook. Okay. So, yeah, there's always going to be skepticism and doubt with unequal match energy. There's always that disconnect at the deepest level that's questioned, that is hashed out, that is pointed at. No, lie down. Stay. And in aligned connections, that gap is not there on the energetic level. And so we get to experience through all of this process, the journey, the awareness of the connection on the deepest level. And so a lot of the experiences we have are simply to reveal that there isn't a legitimate disconnect on that energetic soul level. So many of the things that you may have experienced in the journey might relate to experiences you've had with karmic partners in the past. But with this counterpart, your aligned one, your divine counterpart, the experiences have a different flavor because they're not experiences that are designed to blow you apart. They are experiences designed to show you your affinity, your connection, your the validity that you can trust each other. Divine counterparts will handle situations the right way. Karmic partners won't. And that can be counterintuitive. So there is an element of really needing to understand that core frequency of the other one. Let's see what the masculines would have to say about this message. That they have been open to all the best here, to the finest things becoming available in this connection, the only time will tell kind of energy. The future's so bright, we need to wear shades, I just heard. So see this rainbow portal? This is what the masculines have guessed. If they were to wager a bet on it, that it would be brilliant, beautiful, colorful, amazing. However, we're never sure until we actually experience it. And so the masculines would say that even if they've seemed to test or hold back, it hasn't been because they haven't acknowledged these potentials. It's literally been so that their hunches could be proven right. What would they say to you about the process so far? That they have never really gone anywhere. They've never left. If you really look at it, there may have been near misses or the illusion of breakups, but they've never ever said, I never want to see you again. Specifically, they've never said that to you, feminines. They've never said they don't have feelings and I never want to see you again. That's what I'm hearing. So even though they may have downplayed things at times, feminines, they've never closed the door fully on you as a person. Even when they've blocked or pulled their energy back, there has never been closure, but there has, so energetic closure, but there has also never been a definitive be all end all boundary. So really look at that, feminines. They've never like actually closed the door on you as a person. And that's a very important distinction that will tell you that they have always been open. Okay, what else can we see for the feminines? What can we see? We are getting Seven of Fire. So this bravery. So with this unconditional love. So masculines, your feminines are really wanting to tell you that they have had to have a lot of bravery to stay the course with this, because what they have experienced is unconditional love, and they've been willing to look at what you have been experiencing together through this eyes of benefit of the doubt. And that they are unique. They are a unicorn. Okay, so the feminines really are looking here at this unicorn. Like, they know they're a unicorn in your reality, masculines, that no other karmic feminine energy would ever behave and act and say and do the things your feminine does, because they are so unique. They know it. They know, because they have been someone else's karmic partner. They have been in those shoes. They know how they show up with you is different. And that is what the feminines want you to know. So right from the beginning, masculines, your feminines had a different MO with you in particular, because they could tell this energy right from the beginning. So all the mirroring, all of the emotional lessons, both counterparts here have shown that right from the beginning they knew this was different, and they've handled it differently as such. Okay, let's see on the conscious mind what we can. We are getting wish fulfillment and taking the mask off. Okay, so the Seven of Cups can be a lot of different options. When we take the mask off, what I'm seeing is that we can see clearly to choose that one cup that is our actual choice. It's like taking the blinders off so we can see the one very clearly. Again, this glass energy where we're now seeing with the utmost of clarity because we're taking off the mask and becoming more and more authentic. How do we do that? We listen to our own hearts about what we truly want and what our hearts are truly telling us. So this is on the conscious mind though. So it's like our conscious thoughts, our clarity can now bring our heart's truth in without all this layers of the mask of speculation, of fear. We're getting down to that. So what would the masculines say about this process? Okay, there's quite a few people coming through, so I keep stopping a bit. But what would the masculines say about this process? Ooh, that they're really enjoying just witnessing this playing out, that they're really enjoying just watching it with beginner's eyes. It's so delightful, really. When they get out of their own way and witness, they love watching this unfold naturally. They love seeing how you handle things. They also love seeing how they navigate things when they're not trying to control, but they're also not being controlled. Where it really is that rare thing that when we relax and be ourselves, it really does just click into place. There's no need for pretense. What would the feminines say here about this energy? Ace of Fire, Ace of Air, didn't we get those together? And the Nine of Cups. When the feminines are in their presence, when they're not overly focused about the past or the future, it clicks. They're just here for truth and passion, aliveness, masculines. So none of the fakery. They just want to experience the real raw deal, I heard. And this is a very passionate, they know that the connection here is fire. When it's genuine, when it's on that level of purity, where it's just your souls, really, all the rest of the things are details. As long as that truth is being embodied by both and the masks are down, the simple, boring soul of each of you, that's what the feminines love most. What can we see here for the physical realm? The energies. Ooh, letting go of anxiety. So we're getting a 999. We got the Nine of Cups twice and then the Nine of Swords. So there's something about letting go of the worry that because there's been stress or anxiety or so much overthinking in the past, it feels like that's being cleared with the Glass card as well, with that clarity. I'm hearing if this will ever streamline, if this will ever come together, if we'll ever figure it out, if it will ever balance out, if it will ever be time. And so there's a clearing of all of that circumstance, hesitation, frustration. What would the masculines say about this? This is in the material realm, so something is progressing. What can we see for the masculines? What would the masculines say? Hermit mode about the physical. So they would say that they've been thinking about things behind the scenes all the way along, feminines, while this material realm stuff has been working its way out, possibly while you've been having emotions about why this hasn't come together. Your masculines are saying that they've been considering the big picture all the way along. That's all they're wanting to say, really. What would the feminines say about this? Eight of Air. That they know that things have been stalled, held back. They can only move forward as quickly as they can move forward. And masculines, your feminine has been doing the best they can with their mindset, with dealing with the stress of not being able to move this forward faster than it can, but also not wanting to be in that karmic energy where they are forcing something to move forward. They've been following your lead. They've been taking more cues from when you're present or not in the connection than you could ever imagine. Instead of feeling trapped and powerless in this connection, they have seen their tendency to do that, and instead they've let go and let God time after time after time. And this is one of the things that has allowed them not to be karmic on your ASS because they don't want to go there. They don't want to add that energy in. Beautiful. Okay, we are going to get one last connection space, small reading here for the feminines and masculines. Where are the feminines and masculines at? Masculines on the left, feminines on the right. Today in the energy, masculines want to offer here. Slow and steady, wins the race kind of energy. Feminines are in surrender to the divine, the great wheel, the divine timing. We do have the Sage of Crystals. This is the wifey card. This is the nurture card. This is the self-soothing card. This is safety in the physical and into the future. So it feels like the connections are full of grace and safety right now. Into the near future, that abandonment wound. So in all of my decks, this is the best feeling 10 of Swords possible because there's an effervescence where any overthinking is being released. So there is a clearing. There's enough of a secure foundation here within the connection, within each counterpart, that the last remaining threads of things that would cause these connections to be pulled apart, so karma and stressors and all of that final clearing. And we're getting the clarity that comes when the only thing left to do is connect in the right way. Okay, many blessings, everyone. Bye for now.